Welcome to another Max Corner Let's Play. I've got a real treat for you today, a new game called Starpoint Gemini Warlords. It is currently in early access. I've gone ahead, I've played the tutorial, I've got a bit of an idea of what's going on. If you're familiar with Starpoint Gemini 1 and 2, it's in the same developer, same vein as those games. The scope of the game, however, is to essentially add more. So take what was there and make it better, which is a great thing, because if you have played those two games, and I have, or my correction, I played the second one, it's a great game, and it kind of like EVE a little bit, though a little bit different too, mostly being that it's single player, and Starpoint Gemini is going to take that concept, make it bigger and better, and if my understanding is correct, the other cool thing that they're going to do is, instead of just kind of controlling one ship, you're also going to have the ability to control like a fleet of ships, hence the name Warlords. So you're really going to have the ability to not just be a ship and character inside the universe to influence stuff, but to be a major kind of entity or organization in the universe they create as well, which is pretty darn cool. So, without further ado, I am going to get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to semi-replay the tutorial, but I'm going to skip all the kind of boring parts. But I do want to show you, there is a story element to it, which helps introduce everything. I'm pretty good start so far. I haven't played much past the tutorial. What I will say is, it's a good start. The voice acting isn't horrible, but I wouldn't call it great either. Hopefully, one of these days they'll be big enough where they can take what they've done, which is awesome, and really take the voice acting to the next level. So it's not bad, it's just not great either. So what this is the battleship Icarus.
Docking clamps disengaged successfully. Final checkup can commence. SCS Icarus, proceed with departure.
Affirmative, Command. Green for departure.
Right, I'm going to skip this part because it's interesting, but not that interesting.
Startup.
Aye, sir. Proceeding as planned.
All you missed was they tested some shields and engines and stuff. Shields, minor issue, but they're fine. Proceeding as planned. Pretty cool looking ship though. I actually like the design.
Good luck, Icarus. Make the Concorde proud. Concordia out.
Icarus to escort ships. Fall in line.
And this is well, sort of us. This is our tutorial us, I guess, at a minimum. So R and B speeds you up and slow you down, and WASAD moves you up. Right, left, Q and E rolls you, and sublight is B. So we're gonna catch up. They're gonna have us follow them for a bit before the next event. I will restart once we get to the next significant event. All we're doing is following them for a little bit. All right, so we hit the checkpoint, miners stuff.
Incoming
scanned
ship.
them.
You've entered the territory of the Solari Concorde without permission. Identify
territory. You will never have a claim in Gemini Imperial Borough.
They clearly mean business. Fleet engage.
The graphics in the last one weren't bad, but they definitely improved them. I'm going to engage and kill maybe one or two so you see what it looks like, but I'm not going to have you do the whole thing. So as you can see, there is firing arcs, there are shields. Got 3 lasers. I can hold down the button and have it constant fire. I haven't figured out yet if that maximizes damage or reduces damage than pulsing. But on our left side, we have a cannon. So so there are firing arcs, and where you place the weapons is going to make a difference. All right, looks like we ran out of power on our weapons.
Target eliminated.
All right, let me do one more. And you go down here, and you can like put more power to weapons. Your weapon's more powerful. Left click locks on the target, gives you some sensor data, etc. As you can see, they do it. There are shields in the game, and there are shield sides, which is really cool. Once again, lock on. You know, this is obviously a tutorial, easy fight. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here, finish killing them off, and then we'll come back. All right, looks like we're almost done here. And left click is lock on, right click is fire, and I actually just realized I have a larger gun on the right side. So coming right at him isn't always the best thing to do, oddly enough. So I got kind of a Gatling gun on the left, and then a slower but heavier weapon on the right side of our ship.
Target neutralized.
What was that, Higgs?
Hunting down the hostiles, sir.
Doing it blindly will only get you killed. You're a good captain, Terra, and the Concord needs good captains, more than ever. That ship wasn't doing any real damage. Your frigate, on the other hand, could have.
Aye, sir. It won't happen again.
Concordia, the situation has been handled. Concordia?
Sir, our comm array was damaged in the collision. Long-range communication is not possible. And we're also detecting some damage on the propulsion.
Let me try, sir. Concordia, this is the Serene. Please respond.
Jammer, attacked.
Concordia's under attack. Cyrene, get to the station as fast as you can.
But sir, what about you? What if the attackers come back? You have no way of contacting us.
We can handle it. Our engines are down, not shields or weapons. Proceed to the Concordia. Now! That's an order.
By your command.
By your command. Yeah, even in the Army, we didn't really talk like that. Alright, so this is what we got. Personal log just shows whatever missions are going on. Right now, it's early access, and there's the early access missions. Skills are skills that we have available with this particular character, and you'll see why I'm saying that in a second. And they're here in the bottom right. I haven't used them much yet. Ship. This is our ship and the different slots for the different items, as you can see. So we got a grappler, power core, shield generator, and these are the little weapon hardpoints with what they come with. There's the heavy weapon, the Cerberus that I guess we were using. There's one over here too, and there's the light weapons. I got to figure out kind of how we can tell it what to shoot and how to shoot. So I'm still working on that. I may not have had them inside the firing arc as much as I thought on the left side. Records, just the record for the character you're playing. And here's what we're mostly looking for is the star chart. And what we need to do with the star chart is go right here, hold down the right
Setting course.
mouse button, and it'll set a waypoint for you.
Engaging
Exit out.
sublight.
And then all you do that, it'll take you there for you, so it'll do autopilot for you. You can, if you know where you're going and stuff, you can do it manually as well. You can fly all over. So maybe I'll show it to you a little later, but that little star map I showed, I'll show it to you. Let's just go ahead. So what's really cool about these games is you zoom out, and this is the area we're in right now, controlled by one faction. We don't know because we haven't explored what's in the rest of this, though we know that these are different areas. These things symbolize systems, I believe, open space. And as you explore, you discover it, and different areas are controlled by different factions, different zones, different people. You can go all the way down here. It doesn't go left or right, but it goes down and up. And as you play the game, you can, it's got a story to it that you can play. But you can also go and just do your own thing, too. It's pretty cool. It's one of those games where you can be a trader, a fighter, or, you know, just do whatever you kind of are in the mood to do or how in the mood to play. What are you doing here, Cyrene? Where is the Icarus? Is it Icarus or Icarus? Or Icarus? I never could figure that out. Their armory is damaged, but overall they're in good condition. Their captain sent us here to assist. How was the array damaged? Interesting. The armory is not exposed. Sabotage? Or maybe the captain's a traitor. We shall see. Alright, so one thing that I think is different, or I played the game and never realized you could do it, but I'm pretty sure it's an addition, is you had to manually travel before from point to point. And so we want to switch our power over to engines so that we are not going super slow. And you hold the... target it, and once you get within 1,000, you hold the middle mouse button. We're not quite there yet. Hold the middle mouse button, and it gives you context stuff where you can scan, you know, abilities. You can choose what you want to do with it. We want to transport. We're transporting. And it's kind of cool, as long as you're at the station, you can transport from a station to another point. Click here, right mouse button, and boom! If you're able to do that in the last game, I never figured it out. I don't think you were. I really like that addition. Because traveling through space is fun, but it can also get boring after a while.
No, that's not possible.
Cyrene, situation report.
Icarus! Concordia, the Icarus is destroyed. Serene to all ships. The Kerns are trying to run away. After them. Let no one escape.
Cyrene, that's a negative. Cyrene! Terra, no!
I love that.
We'll have our payback later.
No!
We need to search for survivors.
No!
I can't.
It's not
We can't let the commander
possible.
die like this.
Maybe she could at least pull Luke
Not like
Skywalker,
this.
you know?
You're right. Fleet
No!
engage and search
That's
for survivors.
impossible!
Scan
Sorry.
every inch
It is
of
May the
this
4th, though,
debris
when I'm
field.
filming this.
Rescue as many people
And
as
Luke Skywalker
possible,
had
but
more
your
emotion discovering
priorities
his
are
father
Exel
than-
Harcrow and the commander.
She did when her captain and mentor just blew to pieces. I'm not trashing the game, though. It's really cool from what I've seen so far. I'm looking forward to
Is
continuing
that? I think it
past this.
could be.
I said the voice acting just needs a tad bit of work. Alright, so the character we were just playing is not the character we're going to continue playing as. And right now you can't choose a different profession, so we're going to be Marshal for early access. That's going to change. We'll do male, do our name, call it Little Mac, because why not? Stick with our theme. And I like that picture. So what's really cool here too is, so you can read this real quick if you want. And to kind of figure out your character, you've got to decide sort of your background through a few questions that they're scanning through your Neuralink. You can pause and read this if you're really interested. I chose this one, or the first time, and then I'm going to re-choose it, I should say. I like being part of the Imperial fleet. I like starting or being part of the Sol system. I'm a nationalist in a lot of ways, not in every way. So it makes sense to me to also be a planetish, or whatever the word would be for that, loyal to your planet. This one you can... I did this one last time, but I think I'm going to go here this time. Military trigger, just stick military, Don't complicate matters, just end matters when necessary, I guess. 22nd Engineering Fleet. That's what I picked last time. Data is free for the taking. Avoid collision. Let's just do that one, why not? So, positive identity match. Alright, and this is as far as I've gotten, because I wanted to go ahead and do a Let's Play here without having to see the rest.
Concordia, we found him. We found the commander, but he is in critical condition. The pod's medical is keeping him alive, barely.
I'll personally join the search and rescue, but we can't risk losing him. Get that pod to Phaneros as fast as you can, Terra.
Little Mac is one of a kind. You gotta, all efforts must be made to make sure he's okay. Just kidding, obviously. Alright, so we are on Theranos. We can leave. These options are not available yet. I'm not sure if it's because of we're still in the beginning of the game or it's just early access. I think I forgot that disclaimer in the beginning. This is early access. It's still an alpha, so you know you need to manage expectations, obviously. But I like where it's at so far. Personal log. Still in the prologue, though I'm assuming we're outside the tutorials. Star chart. And let's see if we have any main missions. Side missions, freelance, general, main. Active only, yes. Let's just go ahead and leave. Nope, we're good to go. Alright, talking. It's kind of a good thing. I mean, I like that they're emphasizing story in this, which is pretty cool. What do you want to know? Who are you again? Well, he's the guy who designed the ship. I don't need to ask that question. I hope I'm still in control of Concordia. What the heck? You can't seriously have to do with it. I worked on the damn thing. Okay, so where does that leave me now? Alright, let's check out. I have a feeling this bad boy's probably not as awesome as the frigate was. Let's see. Light weapon. Ion cannon. Got a cloaking field, that's kind of cool. I'll have to figure out how to use that effectively. Transporter, good. Alright, so about the only thing advantageous we didn't have before is the cloak field. Other than that, definitely a downgrade. And over here, you know, I'm not going to go highlight all this stuff, but these are the different abilities we can use. Part of them, I believe, are based on ship class, and part of them are based on our ship abilities, and part of them are based on your captain, who has their own abilities. So this is, I think, a weapons captain. Great to have you on Concord. Return to Concordia. All right, go to. Sounds like a plan.
Initiating sublight.
I do have to figure out how to use my cloaking device, because I don't know how to do that. So let's check out where we're at on the map. Star chart. So that's where we're headed. And I'm going to pause it for a second to figure out how to use the cloaking device, and I'll be back. Alright, so I figured out how to cloak. It's actually the numpad button, but I switched it to C.
Affirmative. Engaging cloak.
Alright, so now we're all cloaked up, which is nice. Now, can we do both at the same time?
Engage sublight.
Cool, sublight and cloaked. I know what a cloaking device does. I'm not fully familiar with the statistics in this. Another cool thing, too, is I discovered that if you use X to fire the heavy weapons, which is also pretty cool. We'll try that out next time we come to something. Meaning? Good, because if not, I'd have to kill them all. Yeah, am I or am I not in command? That would be important to know. The command center is yours. Excellent. Alright. X button fires heavy weapons, and though I'm probably not going to try and do it in this, just because it might be just a little bit too... Dock! Yes, I want to dock. Shipyard or dry dock? Alright, here we go. Now we got some stuff to do. So we already know what all this does. Let's see what the shipyard does. Alright, shipyard. We can buy different classes of ship. Obviously, one, we need to have a rank, and the money, obviously well outside of our our capability to purchase right now. One of the cool things, though, is the type of ships that you can buy is dependent on both faction loyalty and what faction you're dealing with. So, I don't know all the ships yet, obviously, but it would be a good thing to know. Alright, the Nova A. Looks like the cheapest thing we can afford, and that looks like we were flying around earlier. Compared to us, here's what we're flying right now. So, substantial difference. Now, I'm sure there are going to be ship classes that are above gunship and between frigate, potentially, but they're probably somewhere else. Here, you can compare systems if you want. Now, I can't tell if we can equip that, so if it's blank, we can probably equip something. I don't know, we'll figure that out. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Dry dock. So here's where we can change our loadout, buy different stuff. See how that? I'm not going to worry about actually doing it right now, and I'll evaluate it on my own. I don't want to waste time doing it right now. But just kind of showing you what's really cool is there's a lot of ways to customize your ship depending on the situation you're going against and just your personal preference for how you like to fight or play. This is a game where you can just become a trader if you want, which is pretty cool. You can be a pirate. You can follow the main storyline. You can be join a fleet. All sorts of cool stuff. Job board. Here are the random jobs you can just pick up to earn some money. Which in a regular game I'll probably be doing a lot. For right now, I'm just going to try and follow the main storyline if we can sort of find it. Oops. Alright, I'll be back once I figured out how to continue the main storyline if there is one. Alright, I couldn't find continuation of the main storyline either because I'm an idiot or it is still an alpha, so they may not have gotten to it yet or haven't made it available yet. There's still some stuff to look at before we call it an end to this, and I've figured out a few other things. So under skills, we have the skills, and these are unique to being a marshal, which right now is all you can play. And you have skill points, which as you level up, we'll be able to allocate. There are going to be perks, though it's not currently available, but that's pretty cool. So again, we've seen the ship, different systems, and we're also going to have items, licenses, I'm assuming to do certain ships. Cargo hold is empty, and it looks like either because their ship's too small or they haven't done it yet, you'll be able to employ officers as well. Record, here's our record. So being level 1, we've got some penalties to each of these things. Though it looks like our speed is increased for being a resident, I'm thinking. Not entirely sure on that. So finances and reputation will be key things again, though we currently can't access that right now either. Star chart you've already seen, but once again, here it is. And here's the cool part. We are not just in command of the starship, we're in command of the space station, which is pretty darn cool. Now, I don't know if we can get more than one or what, but I do know as you upgrade it, it's going to upgrade on the map, so you'll be able to visually see your upgrades. And you're going to get to pick how well it can defend itself, storage capacity, and you can read here, it's the basic level. And once we've upgraded the upper deck, it's going to branch out. We obviously don't have the money to do that right now because here's our money. And I don't know how far you can get into this in the early access, but I think it's really cool, even if this is the only space station you can upgrade, that you can do that. But my understanding is you're going to be able to do this with any space station you eventually can kind of gain control of through different methods, which is pretty darn cool too. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do one job, and then we'll to finish up the Let's Play, let's try and get one little side quest done, earn ourselves a little bit of dough. Search and destroy is probably going to be it because I enjoy those the best. Let's find the most expensive one. Search and destroy 47. Let's do the 49 one right here. Accept. There are penalties for these. You're not completing the mission, obviously. Go earn your pay, Carlos. As you command. And for the map, and it'll highlight where he's at. So that's where we want to go. I'm going to see if we can transport there, though. So let's speed up and go down. Whoop. Let's try not to run into the space station.
Cloaking field charging up.
Alright. Is it going to let us? Or is he not going to give us access to the transporter? Whoa! Yeah, let's try and get away from this space station.
Sublight.
Yeah, it might help to put some distance between us. That may facilitate not running into the space station as we maneuver around. Alright, now is it going to let us is the question. Looks like not. Alright, that's okay. So I'm going to head on over here and I'm going to turn the video off, and when we get there, I'll turn it back on. Alright, well, we didn't reach our target yet, but something decided it wanted to start shooting at us. I have cloaked, and let's get her done. See if we can fire heavy weapons, get some practice in. Whoa! Where you at? Where you at, fool? I change the spacebar to heavy weapons. That seems like it might make more sense. Oh, Issa. Alright, that was an ion blast. I don't know what much that did. I forgot that we don't exactly have the heavy weapons we used to have. Alright. Okay, looks like his hull is taking a beating at least. He's trying to repair.
We've destroyed an enemy target.
Alright! Now we're level 2. So let's go check and see if becoming level 2 changed any of our stats. Okay, no, so this must be based off something else. What is based off something else? We're level 2. Or it's based off of this, and who knows, we'll figure it out later. Alright, I'm gonna head it back on track to where we were headed. That was a diversion, and we'll check back in. Alright, this is interesting. So I made it to the spot. I said there's nothing here. Now let's see if we can find them. Proceed to the waypoint. Alright. I guess you have to play whatever game this is. Let's go ahead and cloak up because it's not that far.
Engaging cloak. Course set. Engaging sublight.
Now, cloak does use this energy bar, which I realized, so we got to be careful. But we're still cloaked. But you can't stay cloaked forever. Oh, they really making us do this again. So based off that conversation, I'm assuming if you skill up or do certain things, you'll detect them easier. Hail them. Hail them, what? Show them no mercy. Battle stations! Alright, let's get on over there. Okay, he shouldn't know where we're at yet, I don't think. I mean, we are cloaked. Of course, I don't know how effectively they... Let's see if we can get a good shot in and... Alright. Cool. We got a good ion shot in. I don't know exactly what that did for us, but hopefully it did something. Typically, they're effective. You know, ion cannons are going to be effective against shields and/or temporarily reducing weapon systems. This should be the first semi-real fight we've had so far, because A, it's 101, and B, I think it's a slightly tougher ship. Oh, I don't know what he's shooting at me. Alright, so you can see a little purple stuff around him. That is the shields, and kind of where the shields are relative to the ship, in case you weren't aware. And the little green bar that goes around him, that's his hit points. In fact, let's go ahead. We don't... See, me, one of my key things I love in these games is I don't like to go too fast anyways, which is why I like bigger ships. I just like to hammer away at them. So I always put power to weapons. I don't typically like to go fast anyways because they just tend to... It becomes difficult sometimes to get them in your line of sight. One of these days I am going to get one of those triple monitors. That's the one thing that I don't have that I really want. It's one of those 3-screen monitors. Oh, I think that would be like so helpful for games like this. And I want to do it too because I want to play more of that World War II flight sim, IL-2. I think it would be really helpful for that
Enemy
too.
down.
Alright, there he is. Sayonara, adios. And do we fly over it or we'll just hit the collect all button? Now the collect all button was a C, but I changed C to cloak and changed the collect all to Z. So let me go ahead, I'm going to head back to the space station, turn the mission in so we can see what that looks like, and then probably call it, but I'll come back once we've reached the space station. Alright, we were almost back to the space station and stumbled upon whatever the heck this is that's going on. So, whoops, daisy. Don't know what the heck that did, but sure. Alright, so it looks like the heavy weapons do home in, which is good. The light weapons, you gotta aim with your right mouse button, or aim with the mouse, and then you hold the right mouse button to shoot them. Looks like in this particular ship, forward firing arc is the most effective.
Hostile target eliminated.
Alright, adios, hostile target. And hit Z to collect all this time. Got some cargo. Oh, is there still a fight going on? What the heck? What are they shooting at? Interesting. So, either I missed something or there was actually two groups that were hostile to each other, but we weren't hostile to them, perhaps. Unless I missed something. Let's see, what is this? What's this thing? Nope, that's just sending us back to...
Affirmative. Engage sublight.
No need to piss off anybody we don't need to piss off right now. Let's head on in. And we will dock. Alright, jobs board. Can we turn it in? I thought we already did that. Or is this a different one? Or did we already get paid? Oh, it looks like maybe we already got paid. Potentially. Let's go look at personal log. Status solved. Okay. We're back at Concordia. Interesting. Well, let me see if I can figure this out later, but there's gotta be a way. Hold on, I'll be back. Well, I couldn't figure it out. The only thing I can think is that we got paid already based off how much money we have. I've tried to take on and off the active only, and it won't go away. So, I'm 58,000, 56. We'll assume that's not this one. Or I mean, it's not this one, or any of these. Oh, unless it was this one. Oh, recommended level 50. Alright, so, whatever. I think we already got paid for it. I'll have to look during the Let's Play. It's not the end of the world. Sure, we'll figure it out if I'm incorrect. And that ends our first run. We are currently sitting at a level 2, almost a level 3. And have got a decent start. Well, not obviously, just to be aware that any progress you make, if you should choose to participate in the early access, may not transfer over to the beta or the main game just due to how programming works. The devs do warn about this. I see the game as having a lot of potential. I loved Starpoint Gemini 2, and this looks like it's, the scope is going to take everything I loved about it and just expand it even further. So, kudos to that. Looking forward to seeing where the game goes. And just like with Starship Corporation, as major updates are made, you can expect to see me to be doing another Let's Play. This is one of those games I'm definitely going to be following, both the developer and the game itself, and doing something with every major iteration. So hope you enjoyed this first look. Hope you check it out, follow it, give it a chance, and stick by to find out more. Mac out.